Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome back to the Sister Starcraft English Comments. You're going to be watching ASL S18 aka ASL S18 Action versus Best. This is part of Group D round of 24, and who would have thought these two guys would be facing up against each other in the loser set and not in the final set. And who would have thought that me, out of all of the guys in the world, would be one of the best friends of Best in 2020, 2013 or 2012 or something like that. Anyways, back to this game. We're going to be having this two players duking out on Deja Vu. This map you can see here at the bottom side of the screen, 4-player map. Is that someone's mom? Could possibly be. And we will have, let me just quickly see the maybe the Edo scores and stuff like that, just to get a little bit our perspective straightened out. So first of all, for Protoss player against the Zerg player on Deja Vu, they enjoy a 53.2% win rate. It is the highest win rate for Protoss among the ASL S18 matchup maps. Okay, look at that guy in the crowd and look at the girls. I'm not allowed to comment on people's looks anymore, so I'm just gonna tell you to look at them, and you can kind of make some decisions yourself about what they look like. Yeah, so I guess this is a good map for Best to play on, although preparation is key. And let me just quickly, some weird stuff's happening there. Okay, anyways, just give you some of the ELO stats for today. So here are the ELO scores of the players. On the left side, Best is actually going to not be in the top 10. Actually, Stork has been doing really well these days. He's consistently in the top 10. Sometimes he's top 2, top 3, sometimes he's top 5. Misu just comes in and out, and Snow also sometimes come in and out. But Soki and Stork, I think, are the two guys who actually are always at the top 10 these days. So anyways, we're going to be having the probe finally coming out here and seeing exactly where the opponent is located. Very, very good. Let me just quickly show you the matchup win rate because it's kind of important. Best against Zerg. He's played 66 games, a staggering amount of games against Zerg, and he's won almost 60% of them. So it's kind of like a Zerg specialist here. It's going to be his best matchup in the last 30 days. As for Action against Protoss is also his best matchup, although his overall win rate is lower, 54% for anti-Protoss game. Anyways, yeah, that's going to be the decision. And this Forge, I really like this Forge position from Best because it allows him to put a cannon just right side of that Forge on the right side of the pylon that will cover for that Forge. So 3 hatch Hydras would not work so well against his enemy. We'll be having a 3rd hatchery comes down now. This is a very, very greedy build. I guess not so greedy, but it's kind of super econ centric from both of these players. And we're gonna be having spawning pool complete. And let's see, the egg is gonna get morphed into something. And if it's just a single egg morphing, then Best will possibly delay his cannon for some time. He's gonna see, okay, there's gonna be an egg morphing. So usually the right response is to make a cannon now, but because Action has been scouting in the rock direction with his Overlord, Best can afford to not put down a cannon that early. Because you know, I mean, both the players are going to be playing a guessing game here. Best is going to guess what is going to be coming out of those eggs, and Action is going to try to guess if his enemy has made a cannon or not. The Zone is going to try to find himself in a nice situation, and the probe is going to try to run around. And yeah, Best is going to just try to buy some time because a single prep Zerling is not good enough. And yeah, I would say that, you know, sometimes, yeah, you see, okay, the cannon is actually put down at rather right timing here. Actually, I would like for Best for delays, you know, his cannon placement a bit more to get a faster core, and of course, you know, get faster tech and stuff like that as usual. It's going to be slightly better, but we will have this probe escorted out sometime. It's taking decent amount of shots on it with just 2 Zergling. Actually, it's not supposed to actually take that many hits, but Best has kind of suffered some of his hits, but he's going to be finally retrieve that probe now because it's kind of healing by itself. We're going to be having Lair coming up now. Action is one of the noble Zergs, I would say. He likes to go for Lair. He likes to go for Mutualist. He likes to sometimes even go for Lair and Hydrodent, one of the both that I don't really understand. But anyways, very, very weird situation happening now that Pro finally died. We do have the first Zelle of the game coming out. I think it kind of reviews itself against the Scouting Overlord there. So he's going to try to hide here. A good player like Snow would not return right away, just hide it right outside because he knows that there's actually not that many Zerglings. So he doesn't actually need to kind of return all the way home, but he will return now and reveal the Zealot's position to the Overlord. We're going to be having the Forge upgrading. It's going to be Spire, so this is going to be good from Action. He's going to be having 3 hatch to work with his Mutualist here. for the time being. But let's see if Best is going to be going for double Stargate. This is something that I actually think about. Of course, he might make the second Stargate the moment he sees that his enemy is gone for Spire, and he will see that with his first Corsair moving out, so we shall see. Now, at this stage of the game, sometimes a Zerg player can try to go, oh my god, Zerg is going to try to go for a run by here, and they're going to try to get on the high ground. There's going to be some blockage happening here. Looks like one probe gets sniped. No, the probe gets saved, and only two Zerglings make it inside, and there's Best go for the fast cannon. He's not going to go for a fast cannon. He's going to be very, very careful. One probe's going to die here. That probe's going to try to take attack. One probe takes out a single Zergling, so that single Zergling with speed would not be able to do any kind of damage. He's going to try to go in once again for some harassment. Looks like Ashen's going to be going for a fourth hatchery. Is making a lot of drones, so this signals to me that he's going to be going for what is that build? I mean, just a couple of skirmishes and that's it. Very, very fast Templar Archive, and the Templar Archive is actually hidden in a very unknown location here. And actually, if Ashen's not careful, he's gonna be facing a lot of pressure against Dark Templar because his overload speed is not yet done. Anyways, the Corsair sees that the Spire is not taken. He's gonna try to come out here and destroy a single Overlord. The Xenos gonna try to buy something. He's gonna hide behind those two hatcheries. Very, very good, just to buy time here. Very, very good for Ashen to rotate the Zerglings around. He's rotating the Zerglings great, and so is Best. He's also trying his best to kind of rotate out these the Zealots attacking direction here. Finally, this single Overlord would die. Will he trying to go for more Overlord? He's gonna be super careful. He's gonna return now because Scourges are gonna get me. He's gonna try to take one more Overlord out. Action is not just supply blocked. He's 43 out of 43, and first pair of Scourges is out, and looks like we're gonna be having Best returning, but we will have Dark Templar coming out. And actually, if I was Best, I would use the Dark Templar to go for Zergling sniping and not reveal it right away. Reveal it right away as opposed to actually going all the way towards the expansion. We do have some Dark Templar moving in, and right away spotted by Ashen. He's gonna be clear for the win because he spotted double Dark Templar. If he spotted a single Dark Templar, it might be a different story, but he spotted double Dark Templar. So he would double up on the sunken defense here, and he's gonna spread his Overlord out, some to kind of see the expansion and stuff like that. I'm gonna be having the Overlords getting snipey, but Mutus coming from the back, and best need to pay attention. We're gonna be having Scourges returning. Scourges morph at just the right time. The Mutus is gonna try to chase the Corsair. One of the Corsair is gonna spread out. Very good for Best to save. No, he loses both of the Corsair, but Dark Templar is gonna try to go in. There's gonna be some drones getting destroyed here, and he's gonna try to attack drones to run away for their lives. One Dark Templar is gonna go down. We still have one Dark Templar in the back, and it looks like both Dark Templars have died, and Best is so close to getting eliminated. I think he's lost all of his Corsairs. Misha's gonna fly in here. He's got nothing. He's got a single cannon only, and finally we're gonna be having, you need to make a Dragoon or something like that. One of the Mutas that kind of back out, and one of the Scourge died, so that other Scourge will not be attacked, and we'll be having probes getting evacuated here. And ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be very, very sad if you're Best fan here, but Best is very, very close to getting eliminated. He's gonna try to kind of hide out here, and behind this, Ashen is gonna go up with a lot of bases, a lot of drones activities here, and looks like we're gonna be having a lot of Scourges in position. We're gonna be having two of the Hunters morphing into Archon. This is not what Best wants. He doesn't want to morph Archons. He want to use them for energy later, but he's going to try to go out and cast a single storm, and looks like we're having a Scourge to see the right. He's going to need to hide on the right side. The Scourge not able to see it, and we will have a storm. Let's see how fast is the reflex from Action. His reflex is not good. This is gonna try to kind of win back slightly for Best. We do have a cannon that goes on. The cannon gets sniped right away, and where are the Scourges? I don't see it. Probes are returning, but yeah, there's gonna be a single Dragoon. He's gonna make another Dragoon. I think Dragoon is gonna be good enough here, but Best is so close to losing. He's trying very hard. He doesn't even have money to make anything else. He's gonna try to send a single Zelle out just to buy time, but massive Mutualist from Action. Actually, he's not even playing that optimized. He's got some like idle Mutual is not actually doing anything. Zealot is gonna get pushed back. We're gonna be having Dragoons on this other side. We're gonna be having 5 Mutualists here. Where's the Corsair? I think there's a Corsair somewhere else on this map. We're gonna be having High Templar hiding in the corner here. He's gonna wait. He's gonna make more Dragoons maybe. High Templar is gonna try to go down south, and massive Mutualist is gonna try to come in and try to snipe something. Let's see. This might be the final battle. We need to have the 3 Dragoons group together. There's gonna be cannons getting up. High Templar is hiding in the corner though. He's gonna be able to cast a storm. He casts a good storm. That's a decent storm though. But looks like a very good reaction from Action to save most of his Mutualists. We're going to be having one more cannons getting destroyed. The Dragoons are actually not attacking nicely. We're going to be having one more storm. Maybe Dragoons going to be coming from the southern side. We do have another storm. And at the last minute, this Mutualist is going to get chased away by the Dragoons. But behind this, Action's economy is booming. Oh my god, a Corsair getting sniped. A Corsair getting sniped. That was so terrible. And does he have Hydrodent? Okay, he does have Hydra, but he's not made a lot of Hydras yet, so that is a consolation prize for Best. Best is behind by about 15 supply now. The Mitches are still very, very strong. 8 Mitches remaining. Dragoons need to attack now. Need to come in. Dragoons are not paying attention. They're going to try to attack now. Very, very clumsy reaction from Best. And probes are running for their life. Dragoons are kind of caught behind. Need to send the probes back. Send the probes back. He's going to send the probes back. A single cannon comes on. The cannon's going to get sniped. Dragoons don't have range, man. This is a problem. He does go for one good storm, but another high templar gets sniped right away, which is going to get escorted out. But until he actually can get some Dragoon range, then he cannot defend correctly. And behind is what is action. He's making massive drones. He's expanding to another base. He's completely in the wind. He's going to be completely in the wind here. And Best is, forced to catch this, make a lot of Dragoons. He actually doesn't want to make Dragoons. He want to make Zealot with leg and High Templar, but going for double Dark Templar in the beginning part of the game and not actually getting any kills and getting all of the Corsair destroyed was that a big of a problem for him. We're having probes coming out here. We do have a single High Templar waiting in the back. So the High Templar actually need to go for some kind of storms. And it looks like 11 witches come in. They dive and take out one cannon. He needs to storm. He needs to storm now. He's got a storm. And that storm isn't so bad. And looks like we're going to be having Dragoons attacking. And I think these Dragoons are going to get pushed back. They're supposed to run away for their lives. Yeah, we're going to be having Dragoons coming from the southern side. We're going to be having High Templar getting sniped. A single Dragoon is also going to get sniped. He's going to try to pull back. We might have another storm at some point, but making another cannon maybe. And does he have... he's not going to make any more courses. I mean, he's completely boxes behind by about 30 supply now. He's so close to losing. Dragoons going to try to do some more attack here, and probes are going to be dying. But these Dragoons actually able to do this. Good attack. Anyways, I think Action is not able to close out the game just yet because Best has saved some of his High Templars. The only problem with Best is that his army composition is really bad. He doesn't want to have. He doesn't want to have Dragoons at this point. He want to have Zealots. Anyways, Mitch is going to try to go inside the main, and possibly, if he's lucky, he's going to be able to snipe a single High Templar or two that's going to be coming out of the gateway. But for the time being, Best is defending. He's out. Okay, my God. Oh my God. We have Lurkers, and Best doesn't have it. He doesn't even have Robo. So he cannot move out. So what Ashen can do is just contain his enemy from the outside with a couple of Lurkers and just expand like crazy. Okay, we do have a robot. The robot's about halfway done, so Best is actually not that I guess he's behind, but he's not super behind. And he's hoping that his micro and macro is going to catch up. By the way, this map, Deja Vu, you can see you're on the low ground. You're on the low ground. When you expand, it's going to be fine. But the moment after you finish expanding, you're going to be on the low ground. Okay, at least Zealot leg is done. This Forge is going to fall. And we need to have a... Yeah, it's going to be very much impossible to move out. The only actually good thing about this base is that there's a small area on the north side you can actually attack from the high ground. So at Best position, some of the Dragoons there can actually attack. But of course, Action will not dive in. He's just going to be waiting here. And he's just going to try to stop his enemy from moving out. And possibly come in and actually snipe any High Templars he can actually find. He will snipe, a couple of units here and there, and that's it. There's going to be a cannon in front. It looks like Best is getting ready to go for... What is he doing? He's going to try to destroy some of the eggs here just to buy some time. This Forge is going to fall down. Best need to maybe go for a single Dragoon attack and then go for a Storm. We're going to be having the Forge getting sniped. That's going to be a problem here. Good Storm to drive those Mitches back, but the Forge will fall for sure. The Forge is very close to falling. It's going to cancel itself out, and I think now it's going to be better for Best to cancel his gateway. Just destroy that gateway and destroy, all of the pylons in front of it. Actually doesn't need... He's actually going to put on the offensive hatchery or not. It might be Action's head by about 60 supply. He says, you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to go in. He's going to try to go in. If he's going to be going, it's going to be going in style here. Looks like Best's going to remake a lot of gateways, man. And this might be a huge battle. I don't really advise Best to actually attack. Excuse me, Action to attack. He actually just hold here. But he might attack just for, his fans. He might attack just for his fans. We're going to be having possibly a Storm. No, we're going to be waiting. A Lurker falls. No, the Lurker lives. Dragoon's going to try to attack. And High Templar actually Storm here. We've got Observers getting sniped. That isn't such a bad Storm here. Actually damaging some of the units. But we do have the Observers getting sniped now. The Observer is dead. The Overlord dies as well. Best gonna try to move out, but he's gonna be mined out in his main soon and going up to Hive. Can Best break out? He's behind by about 50 supply. He's insanely behind. He finally is going to move out, but we're going to be having Storm. He needs to Storm units from the right side. Dragoons need to stop on the right, on the high ground here. Good stop, and these Mitches cannot do a thing. Zealots need to pull back now, and looks like the Best able to clear some of the forces. He actually can move out now if he has some observers, but reinforcement from Zerg is going to be crazy. It's going to be insane. And yeah, Best is going to be waiting for his observers. Going to have some Dragoons on the high ground, as he's need to wait for the high temp. At least he's got some good high temps remaining. So now the angles is going to be very important here. He's going to be able to cast a good Storm. The observer might get sniped though, and there's going to be some Zealot getting mixed in, and good Storm. Not so good, I guess. Just getting out some of the Hydras, but not the Lurkers. He's going to try to come out and clear some of the Lurkers. He actually cleared the Lurkers and just need to back up. Maybe he doesn't need to actually. He's going to Storm some of the eggs. That's not so bad. And another good Storm to destroy some some of the eggs and the lurkers as well. Zealot reinforcement from the back. Looks like Best is catching up in supply, but look at the horde, the red horde coming from this side, and Dragoon's gonna melt him. We need to have more Storm, but he doesn't even have army to make Storm. Dragoons need to fall back and let the Zealot take the hit, and at the last minute, Best is actually to hold here, but he needs to wait for his next round of forces. He's almost might have. Where's the Observer? There's the Observer, and Best is gonna try. He needs to actually avoid the high ground at all costs and just go and attack forces. He needs to Storm one more. He can Storm. He needs to Storm. He does a good Storm to catch some of the Zerglings. We have a single Archon that buys some time. Dragoons need to fall back, and Archon needs to get involved. It looks like some of the Zealots actually not on the right position, and we're gonna have Observer again getting sniped. One Observer down, 2 Observers down. Best loses Observer very, very fast. He need to wait for his next round Observer, and behind his Lurker is going to be morphing. Very, very good for action to keep his enemy just completely tip-tailing here. And yeah, Best would just try to fight a couple of more minutes, but it's going to be very hard. He's going to be, you know, soon out of minerals. He can storm some units on high ground with his high tip if he wishes to, but he's going to be having Zealot reinforcing. And this is going to be possibly the final battle to say Ashen's going to come in. He actually doesn't need to engage. He's going to try to snipe the High Templar. He sniped one High Templar, and another storm is going to get deployed, but not very, very efficient. And Best is running out of forces, running out of ideas. Action with its 4 bases economy. Is he going to be going to Defiler? He doesn't have Defiler mount. Okay, he doesn't have Defiler mount. He says, you know what? I'm not gonna try to risk it by going for Defiler mount. I'm just gonna just play with whatever I have here. And Best is gonna be running out of minerals very soon. It looks like Best is pushing, but he's very, very too much Zealot heavy. He doesn't want to have that many Zealot. That is a good storm though, damaging some of the Hydras, and all of the Hydras are gonna fall now. The Zealots need to fall back and let Dragoon take the attack, but it looks like Best doesn't have enough forces. Best doesn't have enough forces, and I'm sad to say that it's gonna be Best who gets eliminated, and it's going to be Action who plays in the final set against C, a rematch. Oh, no, that's not a rematch. I guess C defeated who? Yes, C defeated Action. Yeah, that's right. So Best is eliminated. Thanks a lot for the cast. If you like this cast, if you like this game, please feel free to buy me a coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description. But it's going to be GG, and see you soon. Bye-bye.